Hey guys, and welcome to the show this week. I'm Eric Hammond of the Orange Stack, and I just want to welcome you to our topic today. We're talking about habits, and whether they're good habits or whether they're bad habits, we're going to get into a couple different ideas of how to play off the results that you're getting by the habits that you choose to live by. Everybody has habits, good or bad. Let's go check out the show and see what we're going to learn. Hey guys, and welcome to the show this week. Welcome to Facebook Friday. Happy Friday, by the way. My name is Eric Hammond of the Orange Stack. We do this show live every Friday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific time, rain or shine, inside or outside. Today it's an awesome day in San Diego, so welcome to the show. Guys, I appreciate you being here every week. We've been doing this show now for almost 2 years. We go live again every Friday. We teach you guys tips and tactics on how to grow your business, how to grow your real estate business specifically, and just how to do more with social media. So today we're getting a little bit more in the head, and we're talking about things that may affect how we work every day. So as the show talks about, today we're talking about habits. And I recently listened to a podcast, one of the Tony Robbins podcasts. If you haven't checked out Tony Robbins' podcast before, he interviews some incredible speakers. And this week he is interviewing Charles Duhigg. And he's a great author. He's written a bunch of books about productivity and things like that. But the one that we're talking about today is The Power of Habit. If you haven't read The Power of Habit, there's another book that you need to check out. So in this interview, he goes deep into talking about how people live their life in certain ways, how they choose to get up in the morning and do certain things, right? So I'm going to give a couple examples of my personal life and you'll see how it relates. So habits can make or break you. They can be phenomenal results that they're going to bring into your life, and they can also be disasters for how they cause your life to be led. Some people have really good habits, study habits, work habits, just engraved in their mind is how they've been doing forever. And Tony talks about that as really a habit is something that you fundamentally have to do. It's not a choice. It's not something that you mentally turn your mind on and say, okay, I got to go do this hard thing, or I got to start doing this, or I need to start doing this in my life. A habit is just something that you do by nature. It's how you talk, it's how you act, it's how you walk, it's how you just perform your life functions. So for example, one of my habits is that I brush my teeth every single morning, right? It's a good habit, obviously. One of the habits that I have every day in my life is brushing my teeth. Right now, this is a good habit. I love how my teeth feel after they're brushed. I do it morning and night, and sometimes after lunch, depending on where I am. And I'm a fanatic about keeping my teeth clean. Hopefully I don't have anything stuck in my teeth right now. And hopefully I've never talked to you with bad breath, because that's one of just my biggest pet peeves is people who have bad breath and don't take care of their mouth. So that's a habit. It's something that every morning I wake up, I go to bed, or I get out of bed, I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth. It's just boom, boom, boom. It has to happen that way. Every once in a while, something distracts me when I get out of bed, and I realize a few hours later that maybe I didn't brush my teeth that day, and it just it drives me crazy all day long. So it's a pattern that I live my life in, and this is just such a simple one, and a lot of you guys brush your teeth just like eating breakfast or eating dinner or anything else that you do in your life. It's just a habit. It's something that I have to do. Obviously food and nourishment is something different because your body needs it, and you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with real estate? Trust me, we're going to get there. So teeth brushing for me is a habit, and when you think about habits, the reason why we do habits is because they have results. Whether it's a good result or a bad result, that's why we choose to do this habit. So let me give you another example of a habit that I have. I like to work out. I don't love it yet, but I like to work out. I like the results that I'm getting. It is definitely a long-term strategy though, right? When I work out today, I'm not gonna see immediate benefits from this today, right? If I work out hard for 2 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours today, I am potentially not gonna lose a whole bunch of weight. I'm not gonna have abs. I'm not gonna have amazing biceps or legs or anything else. It's a period of time that these habits will produce results. Okay, so there's two different types of habits: brushing your teeth and working out. Brushing your teeth for me brings me immediate results. I can smell the toothpaste, my teeth feel clean. I know that right now my teeth are being maintained and healthy. That's an immediate result that I'm getting. Now, on the other hand, working out, okay, long-term benefit, but mentally I feel good. So it does have some short-term results, but overall, most of the time when you work out, it's for a long-term result. It's something that's gonna happen over time. Eventually, I'm gonna have a six-pack. Eventually, I'm gonna have bigger arms. Eventually, I'm gonna look good and the way that I want it to be, right? It's a lifetime. It's something that I'm choosing to do for the rest of my life, is working out and being healthy and all those kind of things. Now, let me give you the flip side of this. This morning, I got up at 4:30 in the morning to start my day, to read, to meditate, to work out, and start that pattern that I've tried to establish in my life. Some of the little things in there aren't quite habits yet. They're things that I'm trying to have my mind and my body do every single morning, but they're not quite that committed yet. Working out is one of them. I'm committed to it, but it doesn't always happen. Some days my alarm goes off and I hit the snooze button. And this morning, when it went off, it was really cozy in my bed and it was really cold inside my house. And I hadn't gotten a lot of sleep. And so it was easy for me to think mentally, what if I don't get out of bed today? How long could I stay in here and stay warm and get more sleep and maybe catch up on some sleep and just enjoy being there? It's Friday, right? Maybe I'd choose to sleep in today. These thoughts started crossing my mind. So think about this. The habit of working out is in me, but the result of staying in bed and not doing that habit is pretty strong, and it's immediate, meaning that if I said, forget it, I'm not going to work out today, the result is immediate. I'm going to have a benefit right now. I get to stay in bed, I get to sleep for another hour or two. It would have been incredible. However, the other side of getting out of bed would have stimulated my mind, it would have put me in a good mood, it would have made me happy, and eventually I could have a six-pack. So long-term results of working out or short-term of not working out and staying in bed. You see how there's a result either way, whether we choose to live the habit or not live the habit? So that's what you got to think about, is when I have a habit in my life, which result is going to be stronger? Which is the one that I ultimately will want to choose and follow? So let's get into real estate. Most of you guys struggle with the habit of prospecting. The guys who've been around, and I say guys, I mean guys and gals, the guys who've been around real estate forever, they know they need to prospect. They know that when they get to the office, the first thing they have to do is to lead generate. They have to get on the phone. They have to call their past clients. They have to call their sphere of influence. They have to call the FSBOs, expireds, and everybody else that's on their list. Because if they don't, the world changes. Real estate is crazy and you'll never get it done. So they're committed. They have to do it. It's a habit. When I was in real estate, I knew when I showed up at the office between 7 and 8, I had to be on the phone by 8:30. Hands down, it had to happen or else it wasn't going to happen at all. If I showed up at 9 to start getting on the phone, it would have been a disaster, and the whole day's messed up from that. So I would prospect from 8:30 to noon every single day, and it was a struggle at first. It was something that I didn't love, but I grew to have a passion for, and it was something that I got excited about every day. And eventually, and I'm not talking 21 days or 90 days, but eventually, like over a year, it became a habit for me, and it was something that I loved and grew to love and learned and got really good at. So habits don't take 21 days, they don't take 90 days, they take a year, sometimes even more to really develop. Hopefully brushing your teeth is a habit that you guys have been doing for years of your life and it's just something that happens. But introducing a new habit, something that's painful like prospecting, right? When I get on the phone, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna hear no, I'm gonna get rejected, people are gonna yell at me, I have to leave voicemails, I have to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk until my tongue's all dried out, I have to sit at my phone and dial. It can be bad. And that's the result of it is, in my mind, I'm thinking, why do I want to get rejected today? Why do I want to go through this? If I don't get on the phone or if I don't prospect today, maybe I'll just hang out and talk to my friends at the office. I'll see what's good in the kitchen, go eat some food. Maybe I'll check out YouTube and see what's going on there. Maybe I'll go grab lunch early. You see the benefits? So short-term benefit is immediate gratification. I don't have to get on the phone. I can avoid this scary thing of the phone and having to deal with prospecting. On the other side, the long-term benefit, if I do get on the phone, is that I'll make money, right? I'm not gonna make money today. If I pick up the phone, dollars aren't gonna start pouring out of the receiver and saying, here you go, Eric, here's all your money for picking up the phone today. No, it's 90 days away. If I call somebody today and I call a FSBO and they say, yeah, you know what, come on over, I'd love to talk to you about selling my house, it's at least 60 or 90 days before you're getting a check on that house, okay? So the results are longer term. Maybe not as long as getting a sick pack for me, but they're longer term. They're something that's gonna happen a ways away. So that immediate gratification isn't gonna happen. And maybe after I get on the phone and I have a super exciting day and a bunch of people say yes and I set 5 appointments, that's the immediate gratification. That's what you need to roll from day to day to day to day to keep this habit going. Because as Tony Robbins talks about, you can't live your life mentally by saying, okay, I gotta do it, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. Every single day just waking up and saying, I gotta do it, I gotta do it. You'll just kill yourself with stress. It'll be so much overwhelming power that you're not gonna be able to keep it up. It has to become a habit. And that's why you have to do something for a serious amount of time. For me, it was a year before I loved it, before I would just show up and I would grab my phone and let's go. I didn't think about it. I didn't have to make the choice. Was I gonna prospect today? It just happened, okay? So that's when a habit becomes a habit. When you just by default do the things that you know you need to do because you know you need to do them. You don't have to mentally say or psych yourself up and say, okay, it's time to get on the phone. gotta do it. You can only do that for so long until you're just mentally worn out. So let me check my notes because I know I'm gonna forget something, and I got a ton of stuff. If you haven't already, go check out this book by Charles Duhigg. It's called The Power of Habit. Right now he's in the process of coming out with a new book. I think it's called Faster, Better, Stronger or something like that. He doesn't speak to real estate agents, it's just about life in general. But you should check out his new book when it comes out too. Okay, so we talked about the rewards that we're seeking. Procrastination, we talked about that, right? If I would have stayed in bed this morning, I did work out by the way. If I would have stayed in bed this morning and I rewarded myself, that procrastination happens and I'm given that immediate benefit. But if I would have worked out, the results longer. So you got to decide, am I willing to procrastinate or am I willing to work towards the reward that's going to come later? So here's something to think about. If I struggle with this whole lead gen thing and I'm still having a hard time getting on the phone and I need immediate benefits right now, I'm saying, you know what, 90 days is great and that $5, $10, $20, $50,000 commission check is going to be incredible, but I need immediate results now that are going to drive me forward. You have to come up with that. What are the results right now that you can give yourself that say, you know what, good job. High five. You got on the phone today and you're going to do it again tomorrow. And you're going to do it again the next day and the next day and the next day until it becomes a habit, because you need those kind of things, right? For me, brushing my teeth every morning, I love that feeling. It feels good. I know that I crave it and I'm going to want it the next day and the next day and the next day, 2 or 3 times a day. But for you in lead gen and prospecting and door knocking and everything else that you have to do, that's a struggle, that's not a habit yet. What are some things that you can do temporarily to give yourself immediate results until the results over time start to kick in? Maybe after 90 days when you get that paycheck in real estate and you see that big check and all the zeros behind it, you'll say, okay, I'm motivated. Now I can do it. But before then, what is it? For me, I've talked about this already. I love food. I love eating. So for me, rewarding myself with an amazing lunch or going out for a treat or something like that is what drives me. If I say, okay, if I got on the phone from 8:30 to noon, I'm going to go take myself out to lunch. It's going to be incredible. I'm going all out. It's going to be a great lunch. Then I'm motivated. I know that I have to get my time in. Maybe it's not food. Maybe it's something else. Maybe you go buy yourself a new gadget or something, or you take your money and invest it somewhere that's going to give you a better return. And I'm not saying be driven by money or food or anything like that. I'm just trying to say, in your life, figure out what that is that you can have a short-term immediate result that's going to motivate you, that's going to drive you and get you excited about the habit that you're doing, so that you're willing to do these hard things. But again, some of us have good habits like brushing our teeth and prospecting, and some of us have terrible habits like sleeping in and procrastinating and delaying what we should be doing right now. So think about the habits that you have. That's my homework assignment for you this week. What are the habits that you have right now in your life? List them all, good or bad. Get a sheet of paper, whether you have 5, 50 or 500 habits, write them all down. Hopefully brushing your teeth is near the top. Write them all out. Get prospecting on there, put procrastination on there, put driving too fast, whatever your habits are, write them all down. And then next to them, put the result that you are seeking by doing this habit. For me, brushing my teeth, right? Clean teeth, I like that. That's my result. That's my reward that I'm getting. For prospecting, is it money? Is it the future of being in real estate business? Did you know 87% of realtors are out of business within the first 12 months? If you didn't know that, check that out. You have to stay in business, guys. So what are the results that your habits are gonna bring? Write them all down. And then you can see, how can I change some of these habits? Because maybe you have a habit procrastinating and the result is I can delay doing the thing right now. I remember back in school when I had to write papers, I would procrastinate until the night the paper was due. It might have been a 20-page paper and I would wait till the night it was due because I just didn't want to do it. I would wait and wait and wait. And I knew that Thursday night, if it was due on Friday, I had to just buckle down. I had to spend 5 hours on it. I'd often be up till 2 in the morning working on this paper, but I would delay and I would wait till the last minute to write this. So for me, procrastination was my habit. So how could I get this paper done 2 months before when it was assigned to me? How could I avoid waiting till the last minute? I'd have to find a way to motivate me to reward myself for getting it done early. That's the only way you can do it. So figure out what your rewards are. That's your homework. Write all your habits down, write your rewards down, figure out how you can reverse engineer some of these habits that you have into positive rewards so that you can achieve the things you're looking for. And we just talked about prospecting, but guys, there's 1,000 other habits that you have in real estate that you don't even think about. Just go through them all, consider what they are. And guys, here's the kicker for me. This book that we've been talking about all video long here, we're actually going to be giving it away next month. So when February rolls around, we give a book away every single month. We have a book club. If you're a member of our newsletter and you subscribe to our newsletter list, that's how you're entered to win. So right now we have several hundred people. I think we're around 450, maybe 500 people on our newsletter list. If you'd like to join our newsletter, you're going to love it. It comes out once a week on Thursday mornings. It's 1 email. So if you don't like it, delete it, but it's a pretty good series. We give you some videos, we give you some content, some motivation, quotes, all that great stuff. Again, it's just my content, so don't feel like we're spamming you here. But the cool thing is when you subscribe to our newsletter list, yes, I am buying your subscription. Meaning that if you said sign up for our newsletter, I'm gonna enter your name in for a chance to win a free book, and odds are 1 in 450. So we give a book away every single month. All you have to do is be a member of the list, and if you've already won, there's a bug flying around here. If you've already won, you can win multiple times in a row. You're not out. So we've given some incredible Gary Vee books away. We've given some Tony Robbins books away. We've given some older books and some newer ones that are just coming. So we're gonna give the Power of Habit away in February. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. But anyway, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for enjoying the show. And again, I wanna tell you guys, thanks for staying till the very end. Right now, I think we're getting to 17, 18 minutes of this video so far. We've done some longer videos, and I was looking at our video analytics the other day during a class that I was teaching, and I'm amazed at how many of you guys stay to the very end. What's cool is that if you've made it past about the 30, 45 second mark, there's a really good chance that you're gonna make it all the way to the 20 minutes. So thank you for being here till the end. I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this content and really bettering yourself, and just knowing that by digesting this type of content, it doesn't always have to be from me, but by digesting this type of content, you're bettering yourself, you're bettering your business, you're becoming a rock star in the real estate world. So thanks for being committed, thanks for being here, and till next time, we'll see you on Facebook Friday. Have a good one, guys.